Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Intelligence Maxing Day 73. This is going to be a stream where I try to figure out what I want to do over the summer. So, I've been meaning to do this for a while now, but I've been kind of putting this off, and I'm hoping that I could start at least today to figure out and set some goals that I could try to achieve. And yeah, so set some goals I can try to achieve and create a plan to help achieve those goals. So I think that's probably the best way to go about this. I want to say, so let's just set to-do list. So, goals for summer 2024. So I would like to get a return offer for my internship. I think that's probably one of the top ones. Let's see. So I think this is measurable. I'm trying to do that framework, right? So SMART goals. Let's see. SMART goals. It's kind of too big here. Do it here. Also, this looks very clean. I like the. So I used to use TiddlyWiki for kind of organizing my thoughts, but this Notions thing it's super clean, super nice. Okay, I also, let's see. I need to put studying for. So maybe study. I have to be realistic here, right? So I have, let's see, basically 2 more months of, yeah, exactly 2 more months. It's around 30 days, 60 days. If I spend 5 hours a week studying, right? 5 times 6 is 30. Maybe just 2 hours a week studying, 3 hours a week. If I spend 3 hours a week studying, let's see, average studying time for GMAT. Okay, yeah, the GMAC. Three months. Damn. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure if like a numbers thing is going to be a good idea to go about this. But let's say study. So there's going to be 60 more days left of summer. Let's try to say study 2 hours. I think 2 hours is enough. Yeah. So 5 hours, right? If I spend 5 hours studying for the GMAT, that is 300 hours. It's per week for the GMAT. Right, okay. Do you want to do this though? Do you want to build models? So build model for tech coverage stocks. Keep those models updated. Okay, so I believe here we have Apple, Micron, Cisco, right? So I also want to read. What books should I try to finish? So there's a lot of books that I have that I've bought recently, and maybe the asset management one would be interesting. So realistically, I feel like my reading pace is pretty slow if I really want to go in depth. Yeah, so you know what? This should be the priority on my list. So finish factor, finish asset management by Andrew Ng. So this is a 600-page book. 600-page book. If I could read 10 pages a day, yeah, if I can finish 10 pages a day. Okay. So there's also, so finish, I got three different books actually. Let's see, so I think Capital Allocators, finish, who made that one book? Capital Allocators. No, I do not remember this. Pioneering portfolio management is definitely there. Oh, the allocator's edge. There it is. Edge. Finish pioneering portfolio management by David Swenson. I think Kappa Allocators by Ted Seides. Let's see. Study flashcards for 30 minutes every day. Alright, let's see if that's possible. You know, when I think about it, let's kind of map out what the day in the life will look like. So if I wake up at 6 a.m., go to sleep at 10 a.m., 10 p.m., that's hopefully what I'll be able to do. I'll be able to wake up / get ready. Alright. And then by 7 a.m. I'll be on the train. So, should I start my day by looking at flashcards, or should I start my day by looking at news? I guess I'll just start with flashcards for now. Right, so this is kind of a weekday schedule. So, yeah, I think probably a.m. So start work. Maybe focus, right. And then 12 a.m. p.m. break. p.m. Right. Alright, so at 5 p.m. probably be a good idea to, alright, so read. And then, should I say read or, yeah, okay, read. So read, and then 6 p.m. So flashcards. Right, so read 6 p.m. Maybe start looking at Yeah, maybe I'll do this. News, flashcards, and then news, or maybe news and then flashcards. Yeah, I'll see. So only 4 hours left, right? Tech news. So workouts, exercise maybe. 8 p.m. Dinner. 9 p.m. Yeah, so 9 p.m. hopefully I'll be in bed. So relax. But don't use my phone, so try to avoid screen use here, and then sleep. Yeah, so that's not much time, honestly, to... Yeah, let's be real here. I get back at 7:30 p.m. Exercise for hopefully 30 minutes. Dinner. So I gotta be efficient with it, right? And then... So 30-minute GMAT study. Okay, so that's the weekday schedule. I think on a weekend schedule, let's see here. Let's copy this. Right, so news. So at 8 a.m. should I be looking at news? Wake up / get ready / breakfast. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's fair. News, and then, yeah, maybe Senbit stuff. For a good 2 hours. Okay. And then, Alright, so 11 a.m. I think we should probably some bit stuff. Yeah, by then it's 5 hours of work, take a break. Yeah, maybe study for GMAT, study for maybe at least 2 hours, right? Yeah, I feel like at this point I should probably exercise a bit. Alright, so get a return offer for internship, study 4 or 5 hours per week for the GMAT, build a model for tech coverage stocks, Apple, Micron, Cisco, keep those models updated, finish capital management. Exercise. There we go. Hopefully take an hour to exercise, right? And then 4:30, just get on those flashcards again. Two hours of flashcards, maybe? Alright, so dinner plus free time. Yeah, I feel like this is actually a pretty solid weekend schedule, right? So you get up, get ready, breakfast, start your day off with some flashcards, maybe take a look at some news, some Sembit stuff. We don't have any reading time though, unfortunately. Maybe I could spend this time from 4:30 to 6:30 looking at flashcards, but also reading. Right, okay. Yeah, that sounds good. So the one problem is I do have a summer class starting in 2 weeks. I'm not entirely sure if I should drop it or not, because then if I do, this pretty much just gets completely eliminated from my schedule. Actually, this does, because the class runs from 6 to 9. And that would just be a lot of fucking work. Let's see. How many pages is this? Oops. $432 pages. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. Pages. by Philip. Okay, this is only 232, which is nice. Phil Huber. 232 page book. I want to say this isn't too big as well. Okay, 197. Yeah, that's total amount of pages. That's a lot. I wonder if I could also finish. So for Blood and Money was actually a really interesting one that I'm currently reading. Yeah. Finish For Blood and Money by Nathan Barty. I don't know exactly how many pages this one is though. Okay, like 236. Yeah, okay, so that's a decent amount. I think one other thing is I want to be able to build kind of this framework for asset allocation almost, right? Might actually add one here. Study flashcards for 30 minutes every day, right? And then maybe also finish StatQuest. StatQuest Illustrated Guide to ML. I don't know how many pages by Josh Starmer. I also was thinking about Kaggle, but I don't know. It seems like a lot. So it's like 2.5 hours of free time to do whatever. Okay. So book, yeah, reading goals to this. Okay. So reading goals for summer 2024. Let's see, study 4 or 5 hours per week for the GMAT. Build model for tech coverage stock. Keep these models updated. Yeah, I think that's really important. I'm going to be spending almost a year working on that, so that's going to be very important. I'm trying to think. So maybe build attainable, relevant, time-based, make goals clear. Build mental model of asset allocation framework. For company for equity analysis, so both public and private. Yeah, this is kind of this isn't really super specific. I don't even know what this looks like, right? Mental model for asset allocation. But right, the internship right now has to do with asset allocation, manager selection. And then also equity analysis, so maybe building a framework, aka factors to look at, maybe metrics to look at. Risks to think about. All right, so that, and then I'm trying to think, like, should I try to adopt sort of a style almost, or maybe a philosophy? So, like a value philosophy, right? Or a growth philosophy. I think right now I would consider myself more of a contrarian or a value investor. Or should I try to be adaptive, kind of see where the market is going and making judgments based off of that? But that seems really hard because who knows what direction the market is moving, right? What? Framework. Yeah, what are some goals here? To-do list. So understand who the major players are in this asset allocation space, right? So who include GPs and LPs. Understand the geographical. I don't know if the geographical nature is the right word, but understand the flow of money. What countries have the understand the flow of money, how much money there is, and yeah, maybe assets. how much wealth exists where does it exist geographically? Understand basic mathematical principles of optimization. I feel like that is somewhat okay. I did have a class about that, but that was basic modern portfolio theory when you have an efficient frontier where on your y-axis is going to be your expected returns, on your x-axis is going to be your standard deviation. And that's a good thing, right? So I just talked with someone at work and they were talking about having Bayesian statistical models to update or maybe to determine their expected returns. So you have a prior, right? So in Bayes' theorem, you have probability of A given B is equal to probability of A times probability of B given A over probability of B. And your prior is just probability of A. It's what you know beforehand. And given some new, I think that's called your posterior. I could be wrong, or maybe the marginal. I forgot the exact term. Yeah. Now, I did hear about Charlie Munger thinking that modern portfolio theory was kind of dog water. But I guess his investment philosophy is more towards concentrating in equities or maybe building a asset management company. But I guess with asset allocation, you're trying to maybe determine I guess from an institutional point of view, how to ensure you're not losing your money, but also making money at the same time. So I think Warren Buffett says first rule in investing is to never lose money. And then the second rule in investing is to never forget about rule number one. And so I guess with modern portfolio theory, it's just a way to ensure that you're never forgetting about rule number one from a mathematical point of view. Yeah, I could be wrong with that, but I think that's probably the best way to think about it. Okay, so understand who the major players are in the asset allocation space, include GPs and LPs, understand the flow of money, how much wealth exists, where does it exist geographically, understand basic mathematical principles of, okay. So maybe find out who the best investors are in this space. Because I remember yesterday there was someone that was interesting. He was the CIO of Texas Teachers and I think the Texas Endowment. It would be really cool. I think my goal in terms of career is to hopefully work for an endowment one day. I think that would be really fun. Working for one of the top endowments, Yale, Princeton, Harvard, Stanford. Yeah, that would be the dream. So I understand. So find out who the best investors are in this space. All right. Oh, okay, and then build market views. I think this is actually really important. I'm gonna put this at number 1 maybe actually. So what direction do I think the market will move? So let's see, maybe, so what direction I think the markets, yeah, I guess will move. So thoughts on different asset classes. Right, so thoughts on different asset classes. So I guess this is what I'm talking about here, and their prospects. Thoughts on different geographical regions. Thoughts on sectors. Yeah, so maybe figure out, let's see, I guess this is, so figure out the relationships between the different asset classes, right? So i.e., if stocks go up, will bond yields fall? So I guess this goes to the idea of understanding the flow of money, right? How much wealth exists and where does it exist geographically? So how does the performance of one economy affect the other? So i.e., if China GDP falls, how will that affect the world? Affect others? Maybe understanding the drivers of interest and exchange rates, i.e., why does US dollar appreciate against Japanese yen? Drivers of stock of asset class performance, i.e., what does a high interest rates environment so what effect will a high interest rate environment have on private equity, private credit, hedge funds, bonds, stocks, etc., right? Maybe even inflation. So what does an inflationary environment have? Yeah, I'd say that's actually a very detailed goal list here. So I'm going to leave that there. Let's see. Equity analysis, I might think about it another time. But build mental model for asset allocation, I think that's probably going to be the most important thing for me. Study flashcards for 30 minutes every day. Yeah, build a model for tech coverage. So study 4 to 5 hours per week for the GMAT. Okay, get a return offer for my internship. And then maybe, so I wonder when the recruiting season starts for jobs next year. I'm about to graduate, so I'm entering I'm entering my super senior year. So this is going to be my 5th year at University of Maryland. And I'm debating on whether or not I should spend the year after I graduate studying for my master's, or if I somehow end up with a good job opportunity, I might do that. But I think that doesn't mean, I think I might still try to apply for some internships along with the mix of jobs, full-time jobs. So I guess I would have to take a look at some of the, so start recruiting and preparing for recruitment ship slash full-time cycle. Yeah, I think that's probably, yeah, that's gonna be good. Okay. So with that, we can schedule so break dinner plus free time, be in bed, send news, send bit stuff, break, GMAT study. Yeah, so today is Saturday. I should probably start on some of the Sembit stuff because I do have to do it by tomorrow. I might do that. So today I might kind of mess around with the schedule a little bit. I won't follow it to a T. But I'm going to need to work on my tech coverage and then also the market coverage for the week. Okay. Oh, package is out for delivery. Nice. That's pretty quick. Is there an Amazon Center? So, Amazon. Is there an Amazon warehouse nearby? Okay, seems like there is. Interesting. Alright, so I think with that, I'm gonna start doing the Sembit stuff. I'm gonna stream on my other channel, Zang Fund, and yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with what we're at right now. I'm trying to think here. I think that should be good. Yeah. And then I might come back to this anytime I want to make some adjustments. Thanks for tuning in to the stream. I'm going to go shower real quick, maybe wash my face, and then get started on the next stream. So, thanks for tuning in. Oh, wait. I think one thing I did miss was kind of thinking how much stuff I have to do. So this is the schedule, right? Day-to-day schedule, but I think the one thing I missed was kind of this calendar view of what I want to get done each week. Because I only have, I think, 8 more weeks remaining. Is there a calendar? Yeah, there is. This is crazy. Okay, this is really nice. June. Okay. Let's delete this. Delete view. Okay, so it's currently Saturday, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 more weeks. 9 times 7. I believe 9 times 6 is 54. So add another 9, that becomes 63. 63 more days to do some really cool things at my internship. All right. Yeah, that's a decent amount. I think I have, so if I work 90 hours, I guess 40 hours a week times, what do you call it? How many weeks do we have? 9. So that's 360 hours. All right. Okay, so maybe by July, so in 14 days, do I want to have kind of a framework down? I would like to, actually, yeah. So have basic framework down for asset allocation. Can I make this? Edit icon, maybe check. Okay, so let's do to do. So understand major players in each of the asset classes. So PE, public equity, fixed income, real assets, etc. So what are the drivers in each of the respective asset classes? Right, and I actually, I guess this is an important idea. I have a network of really smart people to tap into at work, so I gotta spend as much time as possible learning and understanding. So how do basic economic changes affect each of these asset classes, right? So what are basic metrics in each of these asset classes, right? So we have option adjusted spread, seems to be common in fixed income. We also have TVPI, total value to paid in private equity. And then I think, there was something that, there was a metric that was being used in the real asset space. I forgot what it was. I'll just say rent yield for now. FIC, right? PE, real estate. Oh, and then who are the big players in the asset class? What are the subcategories of each of these asset classes? So i.e. credits, hedge funds, hedge fund strategies, let's see, PE strategies, right? So you have buyouts, venture, etc. Hedge fund strategies, I'm thinking of like relative value, long short, equity, macro, etc. Okay, so yeah, I think we have 2 weeks in order to do that. I hope that's going to be a good enough or a good amount of time in order to be able to do that. I think that's the goal here, right? And then hopefully by the end of, spend a month, let's say a month from now. Yeah, understanding then having a more in-depth, that'd be very interesting. Okay. Okay, yeah, so I guess I'm going to end this here and come back to this if I have anything else I want to change or add. But thanks for tuning in. I'm very excited about what's to come in the summer. It's definitely going to be a lot of work. Accomplishing all of these goals will not be easy. Reading all of these books will definitely not be easy. So I'm excited. If I can really accomplish all of this, I'm sure that I'll be a little bit smarter, and that will be definitely a fun experience. So thanks for tuning in, and catch you guys in the next one. Peace.